Wet brain cheese.
Wet Brain Cheeks episode 4. I was going to do the whole hello welcome bit again, but I think the time has actually passed for that now. But welcome back. We're here on a Sunday evening instead of a Thursday evening due to some unforeseen stuff. But fear not, Only Hags is in a better frame of mind this week, so no pressure, but you're going to have to step it up this week.
I don't know about better frame of mind. Just not full like I was last week. That was bad. That was bad last week. I shouldn't have done that. That made it hard for everyone.
What do you mean everyone? It made it hard for me. Just me alone.
The conversation did become hard that week. Yeah. But I know. Fuck it. It was good. It was good. Brain is a bit fried banana today from the weekend's antics. Because we're doing it on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
We normally do it on a Thursday.
Before the weekend happens.
That normally kickstarts my 4 days of having a laugh. But now we're at the end of it, so I'm a bit tired, a bit dehydrated. Lack of sleep and such.
Now, we have, obviously, as we're speaking, we have 3 episodes out now. And it's nice. It's nice to see when, because obviously we were saying that I'm the one that sees all the stats and stuff like that I get to see where everyone is listening from, and there's some fucking really exotic places.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You haven't told me this, actually.
Yeah, there's some proper exotic places, right? Do you want a list?
Go on, give us a shout.
I'll give you a list, right? Selbridge, right?
Selbridge?
Enniscorthy.
Nice.
Ballymoney in Wicklow.
Where's Ballymoney?
Wicklow, I just said.
Ballymoney? It's like a fake Ballymun.
Yeah. Ballymoney.
But
there's money there.
Ballymun. Yeah, it's posh Ballymun.
Mullingar. Yeah.
Right.
Atin Roy, baby.
Yes, the fields, baby.
Where they low lie. The fields of Atin Roy. Ballygar.
No way.
Ballygar.
Why do you all Bally?
I don't make the rules, okay? I don't make the rules of Ireland. This is just what it is. Clonmel, we got a Clonmel in there. We have a few Droghers in there.
What was funny about that?
There was nothing funny about Drogheda.
They have a few Droghers in there. That's what you did. Why?
We got a couple of listeners in Blanche, Swords, Malahide, fucking Tala, you name it. The world is our oyster.
When you were saying exotic, I was thinking more like Maui.
Yeah.
Part like maybe Auckland or something, like maybe a bit of Mozambique.
Well, obviously we have some.
When you say exotic, I don't think fucking Ballymoney or Enniscorthy.
Does that not sound exotic to you?
Ballymoney.
Yeah.
It sounds like a really new place.
But like if you were someone that wasn't from Ireland, Ballymoney sounds legit.
No, you'd want to go down to either Bangor or
Athenry. We got one listener
or
from
Nobber.
Athenry.
Send everyone down to Nobber.
Yeah. There's
That's
Ballygar.
good. That's good. It does feel weird doing it on a Sunday though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's like some sort of forbidden fruit.
Yeah.
Just dangling in front of your face. Oh, I'm gonna eat that fruit. Oh, I'm gonna nibble on that apple. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Myself and Owen actually have a system for the day, like sessioning on days of the week.
Blank that. No, don't ever put that out there. I said that.
What do you mean? That is going to be the intro for the podcast, and you definitely said it. But myself and Owen have a system for differentiating sessions on every day of the week, and we put it down to footballers.
Oh yeah, we made it up one night on a session, wasn't
like
it?
Literally sitting there full to the neck in your kitchen out of nowhere, and we just came up with like this whole list of 7 footballers.
It's like, do you know when you get to a point of session and it's like 2 people just sitting there talking and it's just whatever garbage comes out of you. This was the garbage we came out with. I didn't know you were going to talk about this, actually. This is very good. But then Dean saved it in his phone, so we would remember it.
Yeah,
and it stuck to us till this day, actually.
That was easily about 9 years ago.
Oh, I was going to say 10.
I don't think it's 10 just yet.
Because I would have thought it'd be... Yeah, it's close.
Yeah. You were saying 9 is close to 10? I think you'll find it's one... Not.
One nautical mile. One nautical mile on Terry McCoy's boat. Right, sorry.
Basically,
we're doing it again, man.
Basically, right, session days of the week, if you're in terms of footballers. If you don't like football, I'm sorry, fuck you. We don't have one for you.
Yeah, this ain't going to entertain you.
This is not going to entertain you, but...
I think it was... Because, you know, when you're out on a Thursday, it's like Thirsty Thursday and all that shit.
Oh,
I
you're
think
right.
this is how we... Now that you're saying it to me, like, it's starting to just come back to me a little bit. Oh, do you know, the conversations just fucking spiral when you're on the session.
Yeah.
And it was just me and you sitting there, and I think we were like, what would we call tonight? If Thirsty Thursday is Thirsty Thursday,
you're actually
what
right.
would tonight be? And I think you said it then.
Because
you're obsessed with Lewis Bower-Morte for some reason.
Yeah. So then we went through the... Yeah, Lewis Bower-Morte, man.
I think it was just like an immediate thing. You're like, yeah, Bower-Morte Mondays. Like, right, well, obviously.
Yeah. And then we obviously went into... Obviously, I'm being a West Ham fan and me being a Liverpool fan. Tuesday became Fernando Torres Tuesdays, which is actually a bit more mainstream. But at the time...
We thought about this for a long time.
Oh, this was like in
Torres
depth.
Tuesdays seemed to work.
It did, and at the time he was actually proper struggling with Chelsea. So that was the main...
It kind of fit the Tuesday night role.
Vibe,
if you know what I mean.
And then Wednesday became Peter Odemwingie Wednesdays.
This is my favourite. This is my favourite. Because it's Odemwingie Wednesday. It's not even the same.
It rolls off the tongue.
But it's not even like... It's like Torres Tuesday.
Yeah.
TNT. Odemwingie Wednesday.
It's
not even W and W, but for some reason it just works so perfect. Odemwingie Wednesday, I think that's my favourite.
But we came up with that before the whole debacle where he went to the training ground of fucking...
No, he didn't even... It was the stadium to try and sign himself to QPR.
Yeah, QPR.
He just drove all the way to QPR.
But it was before that. It was about like a year and a half before that. When he was still at West Brom.
There was no good reason for us to pick him.
No, there wasn't, but it worked the best.
That's my favourite. That's my favourite.
Then Thursday is Titus Bramble Thursday.
Naturally.
Obviously. I don't even have an awful lot to say about Titus Bramble Thursday. It is what it is. It makes the most sense out of all of them.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Then we had Marwan Fellaini Fridays.
Fellaini Fridays, yeah.
Which was... that was actually a constant. We were out a lot of Fridays, so it was
Fellaini Fridays.
That was seen to be a Fellaini Fridays. Then we had Robbie Savage Saturdays and Sergio
Aguero
Sundays, which
double
is
reason.
What we're doing right now.
Double reason.
There was a reason for the Sergio
Aguero.
Because
it's a good one. Sergio Aguero Sunday. It works. But that Sunday, when they won the Premier League,
for the first time.
Do you remember that?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
You were up in Jace, and we were dying on the Sunday, weren't we?
Yeah, but I came down to your gaff.
I text you, and I was like, "Are you coming down to watch?" Because it was like United and City going for the title. So you come down to watch it in my gaff. Like, you don't know who's going to win. It's going to be one of them kind of things. And I think City were up 1-0 at half time. Zabaleta had scored, and they're like, City are winning, so they've got the title. And then you call down like, I'd say 50 minutes into the match.
Yeah.
Then it all just start kicking off.
Yeah. Joey Barton
and all. They were 2-1 down, and we were sitting there going, "No way, United are going to win the league again."
But actually, do you know what I remember sitting right? Because you.
I was on the trees here, absolutely panned.
And I was over the other side. I remember looking at you, going, "I can't listen to United fans again for another season. Like I really can't."
And we were in the height of it.
Yeah, proper.
We were proper in the height of it at this stage.
Because even now, right?
Liverpool were dog shit at the time as well, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. You were like Jay Spearing and fucking...
Jay Spearing. The man that has different body parts sewn onto him. He's like that... His face looks like it's melting off his skull.
Edward Scissorhands without the scissors.
He's a bald Edward Scissorhands.
But,
I can't believe that. But I just remember the two of us being disgusted, so we were.
Yeah. I actually celebrated that goal like Liverpool.
Do you remember the equaliser?
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the goal.
Aguero!
We were dying. Like, I mean, dying. And we got so excited because that happened.
Yeah.
We, like, immediately legged it down to the shop to get cans. Actually, we're on football at the moment, yeah?
Right.
What day is it today? 28th of February, right now.
Yes.
And West Ham are sitting higher than Liverpool in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah? Bets on now. Bets
Oh,
on.
you want to do it now?
Bets
That's
on
it.
now.
That's it. Yeah.
20 quid, yeah. West Ham finish higher than Liverpool. Right?
I'll bet you 50.
Right, we go 50 then. We go 50 for that, right? I'll do a side bet with you as well.
Right.
I have to think of it. I had it in my head a couple of days ago and I kind of lost it. Now, shake on it.
Oh, shaking it. No
Obviously,
bother.
nobody can see this, but we are genuinely shaking on it. Actually, we'll take a picture of it. We'll post it.
Alright, go on.
So just do, yeah. We don't have to hold hands while I'm doing this part, though.
No, I like it. Don't know why we don't do this more often.
Maybe I just won't take the picture.
What if we just hold hands every time we do a podcast?
Well, that'd be good, wouldn't it? So 50 quid, yeah. West Ham are going to finish higher than Liverpool.
Right.
Or whatever, vice versa.
The
The side bet I have is... I was thinking about it the other day. I can't remember now what it is. That's not good.
That is not good. What I was going to say was that basically I am taking that bet naturally, like, because I do think that we will hit a run of form, whether it be in fucking late April or May.
I think I remember what it is.
Go on.
This is a €20 bet. €20 bet, right?
Right.
Jesse Lingard's going to have more assists by the end of the season than Sadio Mane. And Lingard's only signed for us in January.
It's
You don't have to take it, but...
It's hard for me not to take it because of...
He's only got one so far, but...
Has he not got two?
Oh.
Only the one. 1 and 2 goals.
He got one yesterday.
I know. So,
He's got... it's 3 goals.
3 goals.
3 goals, 1 assist. But I'm just going on assists.
In what? 3 matches?
4.
3 games? Jesus, man. J-Links. I'll take the bet.
Right.
I'll take it. I don't actually particularly want to take it. That's another handshake there. So we'll put up 2 handshake pictures.
It's a... If you lose, you can still get 20 back, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's a 70 quid bet, but with 2 opportunities. Okay. I'll take it.
Go for that.
I'll take that.
That's good. So what have you been doing during the week?
This week?
I don't know what to care what you've been doing during the week.
What do you mean you don't care?
I only hang out with you once a week to do this. I don't give a shit what you're doing otherwise.
Oh, here actually. Do you know what? Remember the question about was the anal and the mooching last week?
Oh yeah, fuck.
I was talking.
But no, I don't remember it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I had to listen back and hear it.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy that very much, I can tell you that.
But I was talking to the person who asked the question
Yeah.
yesterday or the day before, and basically their intentions was why they thought it was so funny was because all they could picture was even if we passed each other in the street, we would have to
I never
stop.
thought
That's
that.
what I was saying. I was like, that would have been so funny, man.
Like we just randomly bumped into each other
If,
in
like,
the
I could be
bookies,
walking
in the
up-
bookies.
Yeah.
Imagine, that'd be the worst, wouldn't it?
Just I'd be going in to put in a bet. Owen's already there. Just have to put in his bet on.
No, you'd be able to counter placing your bet. I'd walk in, someone else say, alright, I won't even be like, oh my god.
Oh fuck!
I'm going to have to do this now in front of everyone.
Oh man, it would be fucking gas. Jesus.
I never thought of it that way, actually.
Yeah, because literally every time you meet, have to do the
We
5
would have to
minute
try
move.
avoid each other to not have to do all the time, but we would
Like,
end up bumping into each other.
You'd have to try and fucking coerce where we're gonna be through every situation of the day. That is funny though, because that was his intentions, but obviously we didn't cop of what that would
Man, I
entail.
don't
Like,
even
do you know what I
remember
mean?
answering that question.
But that is fucking
I
funny,
don't even
man.
remember that last week.
Shut your mouth. We have a friend, right?
Souffle J, gay.
Hyundai Coupe Gay, right? His name is Jay. His second name is Gay.
I wear a toupee.
Around.
No, bollocks. We can't.
We can though.
This could go on forever.
Right.
I can't even look at you. Stop it.
Right.
Can't.
Right, hold on. Right.
We don't make cube, Jay.
No, that doesn't work. That's horrendous. Right. So we have a friend, right?
Hello. I can't.
Piss myself.
I cannot.
Piss myself.
I cannot. It's the way you're saying it. No, you just keep saying, we have a friend. I'm like, why are you saying it like that?
Because I'm trying to introduce it.
You're being too fucking, oh man.
Right, can I go for a piss?
Oh, I'll have a smoke, pause it.
So, our mate, Jason Gay, who is pretty much void of all social media, like, for a long time, hasn't, I think he dabbled in, like, Facebook and Twitter for a while, not so much Twitter, Facebook a little bit, but then just cut himself off, has made a new Instagram account. And the reason he has made this new Instagram account is purely to follow the Wet Brain Cheese podcast Instagram account, because he is very much into it, which we appreciate 100%, Jay Gay. But
You.
he did it just to ask us questions. He did it to just follow the antics. So fair play, Jay Gay. I just wanted to put that in there.
I have something I want to talk about.
Go on.
It's real serious.
Is how serious?
No, it's very serious. And you should all take note of this.
Go on.
Nah, bollocks. Do you ever notice, right, now, at the moment, right, there's fuck all celeb scandals and all floating about. I used to love that shit.
Yeah, like the
Love it.
Inquirer.
Oh, not even the Inquirer, right? Something would happen. Like, you don't see anymore, like, right, celebrity scandals coming out. And because there's so much social media, so much shit comes out, and everyone's like, meh. But remember back in the day, like, something would come out big, whacked all over the
Brad
newspaper.
and Angelina, like,
Oh, like 10 years back. Remember fucking your one Rebecca Luce come out and said she was having this mad affair with Bex and all that shit.
oh yeah.
All this shit used to come out, but then the Sun and on the Star and all, they just started making up shit as well and throwing in. You'd be sitting there reading and having your breakfast, reading all this mad shit going on. You're one Rebecca Luce doing interviews saying all this stuff happened. Then like Posh would have to come out and be like, no, that didn't happen. I was like, oh, what really happened? Bosh. Like, I thought that was
Posh.
Bosh. Don't even know why I said bosh. But like, that doesn't happen anymore. Now it's just like there's a lot of shit going on now, like serious stuff.
Do you reckon?
But it used to be all like the minor celebrities. But there was always mad shit in the papers and all the pictures and all this. I was like, oh, this is juicy. This is goss. Like, and me and you love that goss.
I do love a bit of goss.
Especially the celeb shit. Like,
Yeah.
But now all you get is like, you get shit thrown into like the Sun and all that, and just be saying like, oh, here's Kerry Katona putting her bins out in the front garden. And you can see a little bit of her arse cheek hanging out of her dressing gown. That's not the goss you want. You want that juicy shit.
That is the wank central. That is.
Well, that is true. But that's what I mean. It's not like that anymore.
But see, the thing is,
They used to be like, even like when back in the like this is about 10 years ago.
do you think information is too free now?
Yeah, there's too much.
There's too much information.
The goss
so
is watered down
Everything
now.
gets diluted.
Goss is watered down.
So
Remember back when Britney Spears shaved her head and all?
Yeah.
Went mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, obviously it was a bit of a breakdown or whatever, but like that was like everyone was reading that in the paper. That was bang on the news. But you just see stories now on like newspapers
Man, I was
and in
like-
the news, and it just gets like washed over, and you're like,
yeah, no, that's.
back then you used to be living for that scandal.
I think it's because there's so much information, and because artists and famous people have their own voice on social media and stuff like that. Because they can actually go out, like something gets printed in the paper, right?
defend it
And then they can
immediately.
defend it straight away.
It wasn't like that.
Like,
back
I seen
then.
a thing
Do you
about-
remember when something was
No, you
printed in the
couldn't.
paper and all like there was
That's
nothing
it.
you could do.
It was set in
People
stone.
just believed that.
Yeah,
That was it.
it was set in stone.
Oh,
It'd be like Christina Aguilera has a 6th toe. What are you going to do about it? And then you'd be sitting there going,
that was that.
does
thing.
she? No.
Oh, I was like, did I miss that
There you
one?
go. There, I just made it up.
But that's the thing. Like this used to be like that used to be the shit back in the day.
But see, this is the thing, right?
I guess
seen
that
it-
comes down to more of a social media thing than more
It's
than.
it's 100% to do with access to information now. Like if, like the other day I was seeing a thing about Jonah Hill, right? And the Daily Mail printed photos of him mid surf, after surfing and stuff like that. And obviously he
Mid surf after surfing.
mid surf and after surf.
Oh, sorry.
You fucking
You
arsehole.
can't mid surf and after surf.
Mid after surf. But but basically, right, obviously Jonah Hill is renowned for having a bit of weight on him. He plays
He's up and down.
Yeah,
He's up and down,
he
but
plays some parts
He does it
where-
for the movies, though.
he
isn't
plays
it?
some parts where he gets skinny, and then he goes back to his normal weight, which is fine. But basically, the Daily Mail printed these photos, and he just called him out instantly on his Twitter. Was just like retweet quoted the Daily Mail.
Their post thing.
The post
about it,
about
yeah,
him, and he was just like, well, basically for fucking 30 odd years I had a problem with showing my body. He was like, I wouldn't even take my t-shirt off in a swimming pool on a family holiday.
I think I've seen that.
And then now he's at a position in his life, he's pushing 40, he's not 40 yet, but he's in his late 30s and he's comfortable with his body, so it doesn't bother him anymore.
But
So
if that was
basically-
back when there was no Twitter or nothing, that would just be chucked into a newspaper, and he'd just have to deal with that, and then people would just see that about him.
Yeah, so he'd have to. The only people he would be able to explain it to is the people that are around
Now,
him.
the point I was getting at was I just missed the gossip, but now that you're actually saying this, it does come around full circle about the whole.
Yeah, it makes it's actually probably good in a sense. Obviously, I missed the goss, but at the same time, you get the full.
Most of it probably wasn't even fucking true.
That's
This
what
is
I mean.
But you knew it wasn't, but at the same time, you're like, oh.
But you get the full story.
Yeah, you
now.
get the Inquirer every time you got the Inquirer. Fucking Jennifer Aniston's always on the front of it.
Yeah, the Inquirer is literally just like 40 pages of made up nonsense.
It's like the son of Hollywood.
But it's fantastic.
Oh,
it's
you
it's
read
great,
it, it's like, none of this is true, but
No.
I wish it is.
even the horoscopes are backwards.
Yeah.
I swear to God, even the horoscopes would be like Capricorn. You're gonna have like the most wonderful life.
Why, you Capricorn?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering why you picked Capricorn straight away.
I'm Capricorn. What are you?
Taurus.
Yeah.
Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's such a change though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Like,
the-
remember, but that's the thing where you're probably, it's come back around to that as well. Like, the only thing people could do back then was watch the news or read a newspaper.
and hope for the best.
But no, I wasn't reading them big broadsheet ones with all the real shit in it.
Well, like the Times and stuff like that. Like, no.
Page 3.
Fuck that. Remember
sport,
seeing-
Page 3, sports,
Yeah.
and then all that middle shit in the bit where all the goss was in.
Yeah. Oh,
Dear-
the agony aunt stuff.
Yeah, a bit of Dear Deirdre and all that in it.
Would you ever think about doing an agony aunt segment for the podcast?
What's that?
Like doing it like a Mystic Meg.
Oh, I'd love to. Mystic
Yeah.
Eggs.
Mystic Eggs. I think we should do that.
Mystic Eggs, baby.
If you have a problem, right? If you have a relationship issue, or even if you just want to talk to us, obviously we do the questions every week, but
Or if anyone famous listens to this, get your PR person onto us, and I'll answer all the.
we'll
hard
represent you
questions.
better than the papers would.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Mystic Eggs.
Mystic
I'd have
Eggs.
all the answers. I'd have all the answers.
Would you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I'm definitely the most qualified person out of all of us.
I've actually looking at you right now. I've never seen a man so confident enough to tell celebrities why their problems are.
That's the only reason I'm so confident is because I'm drinking out of a huge stein that holds 2 beers in one.
Sergio Aguero Sunday.
Sergio, it is Sergio Aguero Sunday. Bow Morte Monday is going to be a bit of a write-off for me anyway. I
Oh,
can
Bob
tell you
Martin
that.
Monday is not going to be a fun Monday whatsoever.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome. Oh, brutal. Fucking brutal. Oh, I feel like I have to interject at this point.
Interject.
Is that a word?
Yeah, but when you say interject,
Intersect.
no, it is interject. But I feel like when you say it, I feel like someone's interrupting a wank.
With a jet.
You're interrupting their jet.
What do you mean interject? Oh, right. That's layered. That's deep.
This is like, you know, when someone busts into a bathroom and you're mid
Oh, you're interjecting me, man.
interjecting the
Why who
fucking...
bust into you wanking all the time? Does that happen regularly to you?
No comment.
Oh, the absolute interject last Saturday.
Leave someone fucking...
No, I am interjecting. For real. The true meaning of the word.
Alright, go on.
We didn't actually get to do a beer of the week this year.
Oh.
Or this year. Oh, man. Maybe the Steins are going to my head. No, this week we did. This year. Oh, fuck, man. Maybe Anyway. I'll digress. I studied dictionary last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, study some dicks as well. Apparently.
Oh, stop it. No. We didn't get the beer of the week this week.
No, we did not.
Because we actually didn't think we were going to record, like we said earlier. And it's on a weird day and weird schedule.
We didn't really have fucking time.
So we didn't have time. We actually, like, it was last minute. We just literally just met up and we're just doing it right now. So we're just on a usual Bav buzz.
Yeah, well, obviously, Bav is the go-to beer.
Yeah, so we didn't get to have the beer of the week.
We
Or the
will make
not
up
even
for
beer
it.
of the week, drink of the week.
Yeah, drink of the week. But we will make up for it.
You're right, then.
I have a question.
Actually, podcast are just noises and laughs and camera. Coronavirus. This shit is real. Don't stop. Don't stop it. Interject and finish the story. Or start it.
I actually, I've seen a meme there the other day, which was like a closed caption meme, which said, "Lads don't go to therapy." Or probably men. It probably didn't say lads. It probably said men don't go to therapy. They just start a podcast. But it was said in a negative way. It was said like negatively.
Oh,
like,
so
as if to say,
instead of addressing problems, they just sit around recording and broadcasting how they do. That doesn't make sense to me.
basically, what I think,
I don't get it.
I think what the meme was trying to get across was that lads would rather talk between themselves about stupid shit than address the problems in a room with a therapist. But
With a licensed professional, like.
But the reason I found it so interesting was because it was posted up by... It was obviously posted by a woman that had a problem with somebody that had been through this situation. Because it was posted up by a woman. And I feel like, who is someone else to judge how
You deal with your shit.
how you deal with your shit? Like,
Yeah.
I
I don't know. We're not doing podcasts to deal with.
No, I don't feel like we're doing a podcast to deal with therapy, but
I could feel like it could make sense in a way.
like, think about it, right? If you're right, the meme is, instead of going to therapy, they do a podcast. But in effect, like with that tweet, you're already contributing to the problem of men not going
And
to therapy.
it's also very broad as well, because people do podcasts for all different topics, all different reasons, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, of course,
Unless the podcast was about him talking about, like,
the problems.
this is why I feel this way. Actually, that would probably come out in a more positive way if you'd done something like that, to be honest.
Yeah.
If someone come out and talk about problems, we were just doing it to talk absolute shit and hope people would listen.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get that. That's real negative. That's not cool. I don't like that.
yeah. No, I didn't like it either. When I
Seems
saw
real-
it actually bothered me a little bit because
Yeah.
I was kind of like, well, what? Like, obviously, if someone is trying to better themselves,
Yeah, but I could do.
regardless of what medium it was true.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Obviously, somebody can go to therapy and fair
Clearly,
play to
that
them.
person needed therapy, or didn't, but they had obviously issues.
But
Why would you
decided-
call them out publicly on something like that?
Yeah, like, why? Like,
That's not a cool.
not even that. Like, obviously, me and you could go to therapy, right? I'm not saying that me and you are doing a fucking
me and
therapy
you went
podcast.
therapy, man.
Yeah, there'll be some issues,
That'd
but
be
like,
weird.
not together.
Oh, that's what I thought.
No, not
Imagine
together.
me and you sitting there with the
What
therapy
couples
together.
therapy? Just going, well, man. No, I mean, like, I just think a meme like that is like really fucking. What's the word?
It's a step backwards.
Yeah,
really,
it really
isn't it?
is. Like, if you want your man, right? If you want your man to go to therapy,
By the way, when Dean said "your man," he done quotation marks.
yeah. If you want your man to go to therapy, it's probably best not to fucking publicly humiliate him into the fact to go to it, because if he is choosing to do a podcast to make himself feel better
Maybe
about
that's
his
what makes
life,
him happy. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter what the podcast is even about. Maybe
No.
this is him making a new step into a good life for him.
a conscious effort to better himself, and you decide to go, well, a podcast isn't a paid for medium to release your problems, so therefore it's not essential, basically.
Yeah.
So realistically, that person should look at themselves, I think.
I'm a big advocate of like mental health and how it should be. There's no right or wrong way to treat it.
No,
because mental health is different to like your mental stability is different to every single person has it differently.
Yeah, 100%.
Or people can be very similar, so they can help each other. But in general, everyone's mental health is completely different to other people. So her saying that could have put him further down the hole than he could ever have been.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's just like so backwards. Like,
I don't know. See, that's the bad thing about, like, that's the way of going, like, to the goss we were talking about and all that. Like, yeah, I used to miss the goss and all that, but that probably fucking nearly half killed a lot of celebrities and stuff like that as well.
True.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a really...
When you're seeing shit about yourself online.
Yeah, I can never imagine that. I can never imagine how that wouldn't feel good. But for some people, they'd be like, fuck it, don't care, because they have strong mental health. So they'd be like, don't care.
I've tried to ruin...
No, it's not true, so I'm okay.
I've tried to ruin your life plenty of times online, but in a humorous way.
Oh, you have ruined my life many
I actually, you know what, a specific time is coming to mind, but I have tried to ruin your life multiple times online, but in jest. Do you know what I mean? If I just took to Facebook, right, per se, like 5 years ago, and just absolutely rinsed you, that obviously would have had a fucking negative effect on your mental health, like, do you know what I mean? And vice versa.
Didn't.
Obviously. No, I obviously didn't, but I mean, if it had happened...
You could have done that to me, right? Not knowing what was going on in my nut.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you done that, and then I fucking lost.
Snapped.
That was it. That was me done then. You don't know.
No, you don't.
Like, you knew what was going to happen to me. Like,
I know.
We know.
We knew each other at the time. Like,
we would say these things to each other as well. We're very open with each other about this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But some people aren't, and you could have done that thinking, they're the best mate you have, or very close mate. You do one thing like that, and then that could just put them down the fucking hole.
Yeah, I think we're actually quite lucky in the sense that we are very open with each other, because we will talk about shit that is uncomfortable to talk about.
Other people, yeah.
Everyone
should have that person who should be able to say stuff to. Yeah. That's outside your family, though. I always feel like is a bigger thing.
It needs to be someone that's not immediate. Do you know that kind of way? Like
someone that's completely objective to your life.
Yeah.
In terms of like
not involved in everything that you're.
They're not direct family. Well, sometimes with direct family it works as well, but I think always that outside opinion is always better.
Yeah, but it's like when you're doing something in like professionally or artistically, someone. Like, you think you're doing something good, but you need a second opinion. Oh, you need that on your life as well.
Second set of eyes is always the best thing.
But it's the same thing for your life, your mental health. It helps. It's not essential. It does help. If you're capable of doing it by yourself, fair play to you, man. Or woman. But otherwise, yeah, of course, that second person is always fucking...
100%. 100%.
It's always needed.
100%, yeah. I agree with that. I was having a flick around the other night. I'll start that. I'll start that sentence a lot different this time. I was having to like look around at old like movies, right? And you know how generally old movies sometimes hold up, and like other ones just don't. But when you were younger, you thought they were great. Yeah. So it was mostly horrors I was looking through. I was going back like fucking to like Friday the 13th. Halloween, like the old ones.
Friday the 13th does not age well at all.
The Halloweens don't either.
No.
But I noticed in it, right, for some reason, in all of them, right, if you ever get your tits out or take your top off,
you're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead, man.
Yeah.
What is that all about? Was that just a thing back then? Like, do you have any insight on this? Because I was looking through this during the week, and I watched 2 of the Halloweens, and in one of them, I think it was it Halloween that Jamie Lee Curtis is in? Yeah. She was like younger in it. But she doesn't die.
No.
But like there was like one of them was like your woman was like making popcorn. She was melting butter, and butter like shot up onto her shirt. So her initial
she had to take her top off.
Not just her top, her bra, right? And then got into her knickers.
Oh yeah.
And then goes down to the back shed where the washing machine is.
That's what I have to do every time I make butter popcorn as well.
And then it's like, bitch, you're dead. You're dead. And that's it.
You don't even know.
And then someone
what
goes
you've
into a
done.
bedroom, they just get undressed, they're about to get ready for bed. You're dead. What is that all about? Was that a thing back then? Was that part of the genre back then?
I think it was just kind of like a... I don't know. I actually genuinely don't know. I think...
But there's loads of really scary films. Like that, like not scary, but like jumps.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Back, that's what it was all about. Like, it was all about the scare, about the
jump
jump.
scare.
And these ones just weren't. When I
But
looked at them again, maybe at the time,
No,
but even now,
it's
like your mum was in the back shed there doing her fucking washing.
yeah.
Like she was like babysitting or some shit, right? And like as soon as she's like putting it into the dryer, I put these in the dryer, and it was always like dramatic as fuck as well. I'll put these in the dryer now.
Stop that.
And then all you see is just right at the window. It's like, oh, you're dead. You dead.
But
But they all have to be naked and shit. Even in the remakes, in the older ones, naked. Once you get naked, once you get tits out, you're done.
I don't think it's anything to do with the plot. I think it's more to do with viewership. So if one person goes to see it, right, and then like one dude goes to see it with 4 other dudes,
Tells all the other lads.
those 4 other dudes
Tits.
come out and spread the word about the fact that Jamie Lee Curtis or something got their tits out. And
But
I
she
know
didn't.
it's not Jamie Lee.
She didn't, because she didn't die.
Yeah, but she gets them out in trading places. But but only recently, actually, we did a marathon of Friday the 13th. I think it was October just gone, just to kind of do a Halloweeny thing.
Spooky.
Yeah, spooky stuff. But they were terrible. Like you get past it. Oh,
They're not good.
They're horrendous.
They're not good.
It's the same film 12 times.
What I noticed is, right, like, did this actually freak the shit out of people when they were younger?
Surely not, though.
But like,
Because,
when,
like,
we were younger, maybe. But like,
like,
people we that would have been 20 or 30 years old when these films came out,
surely not. Like
they couldn't have.
I don't feel like a slasher film is a scary film anymore.
I prefer a slasher when they're like gruesome and shit.
But
Because then that just makes you like wince and you feel like, oh my god, I can't.
at the same time, though, right? Like, say, right, for example, I know you're a big fan of Scream. So
Scream, my favourite trilogy. I know there's a fourth one made now, but Scream, best trilogy, great storylines.
like do you know what?
That's the difference.
Do you know what?
Wes Craven can do it well,
But
most of the time.
the thing about the Scream franchise is, right, like, you watch it and it's not scary, but the storyline.
It's creepy a bit.
But you know what the best part about it is? The fact that they reference every other movie in every next movie.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So
see,
you're
that's the
watching
thing.
you're watching the first one, right? First one's fine.
It's-
Then the second one, there's a reference to the first film. Then in the
It's-
third one, there's a reference to the second film.
It's more clever.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at all like the Friday 13th and shit. There's like
It's
very
not-
little reference. It's just like he shows up and just starts like,
It's the same story over and over again. But then the new generation of horror film, like the likes of the Paranormal Activity and stuff like that.
that's good
and
shit. That's good shit.
Unbelievable.
I don't think
I
don't know anyone else as well actually that likes them as much as you do.
Oh, I actually
Like me and you, I love. Now, do you remember actually once I had to you had to throw that up to my window?
Yeah.
You were coming back, I was like, just give it up. My dad's asleep, and you fucked Paranormal Activity. I think it was 4 up to my window and I watched it. I remember the first time I watched that actually.
Yeah. But man,
The first Paranormal Activity came out. I was like, what's this all about? Because I didn't go see it in the cinema. Right? I was like, what's this all about? I'll give it a look. And I watched it during the day.
it's still
And
scary.
during the day in the summer. So I closed my curtains and all, so like the sun wasn't coming in. And I was watching it. I was like, man, this is fucking creeping me out like big time. And I watched it and I got proper fucking spooked.
Yeah.
So I went down to my dad. He was out the back garden cutting the grass. I was like, I had to sit out the back garden with him and the sons. I was fucking freaked.
Man, that's the
They're
thing.
fucking great.
That's the
But
thing.
you
like,
want something that's gonna like
don't-
leave you on edge afterwards. Like, isn't that it?
like, if you go from 70s all the way up to nearly early 2000s, there's not stuff that is actually proper scary.
No, Insidious is good too.
But that's what I mean. They're all from the same generation of new horror movies.
Yeah,
like, do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like Insidious,
There was a little period that was good.
Paranormal Activity. No, Sinister. Sinister is fucking
Yeah.
great. And the second one is actually not as... didn't do as well, but that is also very good.
It's good to watch.
Because it's about your man, the most unknown character from the first one becomes the main character of the second one. And I think that's why it didn't do well, but it serves well to the story, like, do you know what I mean?
It was like a little period that was like that was good because it was like horrors are like they're really like you have to pick them out. But But there was that little period where they got mad.
You know,
it wasn't even more horrors. It wasn't people being like slasher. No, it was just like
proper
freak
horror
you fucking
shit.
out. Like
yeah.
it creeped you the fuck out. Like,
But yeah, no.
but the horror franchise is dead now. I would say
At the moment, I think the only like franchises that are gonna do well. I know there's a new Scream coming out and stuff like that.
I'll watch it, right, because Scream 4 came out. I didn't think it was like it didn't like freak me as much as it did when I was younger or anything like that.
No.
But I enjoyed the story. It was actually a good film.
But it worked with the rest of the storylines.
See,
from
that's
the
the
other
thing.
ones.
It works. And they're going to do a new one, but it's not Wes Craven now because
I think
obviously he's dead.
He's dead, yeah.
Yeah, so they're making it in like honor of him and stuff like that, and all the original characters. It'll be a good film to watch.
Yeah, I think it will serve as a kind of a proper.
But they'll have to end it at that.
Yeah, no, I think it will serve as a proper ending, as if to say, thank you.
They always finish there. They just leave you on that little bit of edge. Scream. Oh, Scream's my favourite trilogy, man.
I like
100%.
John, we only watched it recently, like all of them, like in a
They're
row.
good though. They're
They
good
are
to
good.
watch, and they still fucking jump you every now and then. Like
But you know what? As I said before,
the one that freaks me out was when like Sidney's mom comes back and she has that.
Oh!
She has that
When she
cloak
comes-
over her
Oh,
whole
stop.
body.
I don't like it.
I'm
And
still your
and
mother.
The third one.
Third
when she
one's the
comes-
creepiest.
When she comes up to the window and all, and she's like, "Oh, no, I don't
that
like
is
it.
fucking scary.
I don't
though,
like
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah, no, I don't like it."
So basically, to sum up, we don't know why everyone got their tits out in 80s horror movies.
Oh, was that the question?
That's where it started from.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Like sometimes you're seeing like Harry Fanny and all in it.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
film? Which one?
All of them.
What time?
Tomorrow.
Shit.
Oh yes, it is that time of the night again. Question time, baby. Whoop 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 whoop.
Question time.
I actually regret doing whoop 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 whoop. I've done that twice now.
Have you?
Yeah, maybe. But this one's coming straight from the other side of the world, over the pond, Vancouver. How it feels when that dart hit in the butthole. That's obviously for you.
Yeah. So basically, it started off with me throwing a dart into Alan's finger, and I hit it. I hit his finger, and we just tried to take it to the next level when we were downstairs, and we did it. We got the arse out, and he got me right in the fucking crack bone, and
Stayed in.
it stayed in, and it was actually so painful when it was being taken out.
It swung when it landed as well.
But you could hear that boing, 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 when it fell.
like a cartoon.
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
How did it feel overall?
How did it feel? It was fucking painful, but when I look back on the video, I'm actually quite proud of it. I probably shouldn't be proud of it, but I am actually quite proud of it.
That was a good one.
What was the best stop on the Fat Knacker tour?
Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds. London was a great 18 hours. It was all just mayhem, but Leeds was a good one. Just so much happened when we were in Leeds. We could talk about it for hours on end. Do you
There's
know what?
loads of bits.
Leeds is a topic for the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot that happened in Leeds,
Leeds
but
is
Leeds was definitely the best one. But the best part about it was we thought we'd no money left. So we sat in the fucking room watching the Women's World Cup, whatever cans we had left, eating bowls of mashed potatoes,
Oh, yeah.
drinking cans and watching the
even-
Women's World
That's
Cup.
what I mean. That whole time is a subject in itself. That mashed potato was a
Then I
fucking...
checked my bank account on the last day and I had loads of money left. And we just went on one. In the opposite of last week's topic, what is a massive food trend, e.g. spice bags, that you didn't like?
Oh,
That's for you because I don't eat them. So
I am not... Oh, actually, when you say e.g. spice bags, I'm not massively into spice bags anyway, so we can put that in it. I'm also not a massive fan of pulled pork. Pulled pork became a massive fucking trend a couple of years ago, and pulled pork is overrated to fuck.
it almost became obligatory that you went to a place and they had to have pulled pork
Yeah.
something.
If pulled pork was on the menu, you
Pulled
had to
pork's
get
done
it.
right, it's decent, but everywhere just seemed to have it on everything.
I don't mind pulled meat in general, but like...
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Pull that meat.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, pulled... like...
That's your top hate, is it?
Pulled pork, yeah. I think pulled pork
I'd
is
be
like
the same. It just happened to be everywhere.
so unnecessary, like, and it was just, and most of the time when you went to a place and they advertised pulled pork, it tasted like shit. It tastes like dog food. How melted was Heggs' brain on Friday morning
Friday morning.
I can't answer that.
My brain was very melted on Friday morning. You know who you are answering this question. You see me try to walk into my front garden or into my front porch with that skateboard sitting through my bag. You know how it was. Yeah, it was contemplating life type shit. Is it true Hego once necked a large bottle of champagne so the whole session could get free McDonald's?
Alright, short answer, yes. Long answer, basically what happened was at my child's christening, and my first child's christening, basically what happened was we did a 2-day christening. So the first day christening, second day pure session, and it got to a stage where everybody was starving. Another person in the room was like, tell you what, on, if you neck this open bottle of champagne, like it was probably open from like,
It was a big one though. It was like a litre one, wasn't it?
oh yeah, it was massive, and it hadn't been touched at all. So it was like a freshly opened, not freshly opened, it was an open bottle of champagne that had been open for about, I'd say about 30 hours
There's
at
probably
least.
about 2 glasses taken out of it or something, I'd say.
I'd say a glass. I'd
It wasn't
actually
even
just say a glass.
champagne, it was that Charlemagne, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was horrendous. But basically, the deal was, if you neck this, I will buy McDonald's for everybody. Not me, but the person who made the bet. Owen took one for the team. He necked it. He really did. Like he necked the whole thing in one go, and as soon as the bet was finished, he kept it down. It was like, right, everything shook hands, blah blah blah, and then went straight into the toilet and puked everything straight back up. It was about 80 quid worth of McDonald's easily. What is the smelliest thing you've ever smelled?
What's the smelliest thing I've ever smelled? Dick cheese after 4-day session without having a shower. 100%, that's the smelliest thing.
So your own dick.
After 4 days without a shower. After session. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Right, we're out of here. We've had too much to drink. We don't normally do this on a Sunday, so it's starting to get a bit fucking creepy around here. So we're gonna sign out of here. Keep the questions coming. We love that shit.
Yeah.
That's our most... Do you know what? Your actual questions bring up talking points for the following week. So if your questions don't make the fucking cut, we'll actually probably just talk about it in the next episode.
And it's okay to put topics in there as well. You don't have to just say questions all the time. If you have a topic to talk about that you want to hear us talk about, we are ready for it.
We are brain dead most of the time as well. So when you mention stuff, it actually helps us out.
Yeah.
So keep it coming.
Check it out.
So let's go then.
That's
Let's go get our tops off and get murdered by fucking Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, do you want to wank?
Want to wank?
Do you want to wank?
Not off you.
Why not?
Right. Talk to you next time, yeah?
Bye-bye.
Get the fuck out of here.